Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's currently past 1 in the morning where I am right now, but I'm still up and I took a little bit of a nap earlier, but I'm up. And while I was napping, Foodie Beauty was up and she did a live stream. I took a peek at it, not a whole lot of important things being said, but I wanted to cover it anyway. So, what did I see in the live stream? Well, it would seem that Foodie has new ideas on how to make money. Y'all ready for this? She's over there talking about she wants her own skincare line. Yeah, Foodie talking about having her own skincare line. Can you believe it? This person who doesn't take care of her skin, doesn't take care of her body, she's talking about her own skincare line, even though she knows absolutely nothing about beauty products other than buying them. She's never made a beauty product. She has no idea what's going on with that, but she's talking about her own skincare line. So yeah, that's worthy of conversation. And I just want to make it clear to everybody, look, I support Foodie doing anything other than eating and destroying her health with food. But Foodie, if you're going to pick something to do, let it be something you're truly passionate about. Don't just pick something and think to yourself, I'm going to do it strictly to make money and scam people. Do it because you really want to do it. You got a true passion for it. Because people who do things purely for money and it's all about the scam, they can see right through them. And we can all see right through you. But never mind that. We'll talk about all of that when we get to the live. But first, I would like to show you some stuff on Twitter because I've been busy running around Twitter looking for cool stuff, wholesome stuff, foodie stuff. You guys like me sharing it with you. Some of you don't have Twitter, but I do. And I'm on Twitter, and there's my account, Wild Girl Sarah, for anybody who wants to join me on Twitter. So here's a cool idea from Tanzu Yegan. Anybody out there have an air fryer? Now, I know a lot of people use the air fryer to cook up meals and such, but check this out. So this person actually made a stack of pancakes using the air fryer. You know, put the pancakes in there, ding, and they look perfect. So you can cook more than just say fish or chicken or anything in an air fryer. Consider the idea of making some pancakes, some delicious pancakes in your air fryer. Who knew you could do that? I didn't until tonight. All right, this is from DX saying, this is the face of someone who's been up all night, uh, blanking, sneaking cheese out of the fridge, and scrolling through Twitter. Morning stream my butt. Yeah, well, Foodie likes to purposely stay up at night so that she can do what she wants, and Salah has no idea. In my opinion, that's why she stays up late. She waits for him to go to bed, and that way, if she wants a snack or if she wants to get something out of the fridge or the kitchen, he won't know until he gets up the next morning. Okay, this is great. From Sleuthing Sloth. This is a great gift. So, Foodie, you told us that the beater spray smells good. It doesn't seem like it does. Look at her reaction to the beater spray. Not liking it at all. So she was trying to sell us on the idea the beater spray smelled good, but I wouldn't think so, considering the way she's reacting to it. I could look at that gift all day long. I can just put it on replay for an hour. Okay. Failure to Lunch says, do we think this is true? Is she charging high shipping prices just to pocket it herself? Lorenzo says, haha, okay. I see what's going on. She's not shipping it to anyone. She's personally mailing these to people. So, yes, this business is just a work at home commission job. Yeah, but we all remember what happened with the postcard club, don't we? She started a postcard club. She charged people $10 a month for the postcard club. People paid for months and months and months on the postcard club. Not a single postcard was sent out. So does anybody see Chantal taking a bunch of Beezer perfume bottles wrapped up to the post office in Kuwait and dealing with the post office in Kuwait? Because I can't see that. I just can't see that being a possibility of happening. If she wasn't motivated just to get postcards and send them out while she was in Canada, who believes her taking the money and spending it on actual shipping is a possibility? Yeah, not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. If postcards were too much of a big deal for her, trying to get a bunch of heavy products and taken to the post office in another country, just not gonna work. Ray says, Grifter Foodie is live, sniper, talking about how she wants to make her own skincare products. Grift, grift, grift. There seems to be an emphasis now on how can I make money? How can I get more money out of people? Can I charge a membership to a different kind of forum? Can I make a product and just try to pocket the money before people find out that they've been had? Like this, the grift goes on, doesn't it? Hey, something cool from Fegan. Let me tell you something. I love vintage cars and I love the old school vintage Mustangs. And this is a beautiful car. Absolutely gorgeous. Anybody else there that like vintage cars? I know they're kind of a pain in the butt. You have to be kind of a mechanic to put together a car like this and keep it running. It's a lot of work, but man, is it worth it. Look at that. Oh, I would love to have that car. So pretty. I love some old Mustangs. Tanzu Yigan, this is a bunch of beautiful horses. Beautiful retiree horses now live their best life as seahorses in Sumba, an enchanting island in Indonesia. What a beautiful sight. Just horses being horses, enjoying their best life, wandering by the sea, staying cool. Every animal should live like this, just relaxing and having a good time. Whiplash says, I have shipped so many of my handmade items. I'm talking from Canada to Eastern EU, Western EU, Scandinavia, Mexico, etc. I can tell you now that shipping gets expensive when you require delivery confirmation and or tracking number. It's unheard of to charge $60. Uh, DX says, as someone who owns a small business that has required me to ship to Europe, Australia, and Central and South America several dozen times, I feel like the shipping price is excessive. I don't understand how they plan on shipping cheap perfume internationally. Well, I'm of the opinion and the feeling that because it's international, people who are wanting to spend the money, which I feel would not be a smart decision for so many reasons, uh, they're going to pocket the money. And by the time people figure out that they've been had, well, it's already too late. So, anybody out there that, if you're curious about the Beezer spray and you're planning on trying to find a way to send the money, my question is why? Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk to your bank account, having your personal info revealed, uh, giving up your address information, having perhaps your debit card or your credit card compromised? Is it worth money lost? No, it isn't. If you need cleaning products or body sprays or body mist or fabric sprays, you can go down to your local Target or dollar store and find something much cheaper and much closer. Okay, now this is something to pay attention to from DX. Due to flammable ethanol alcohol content, shipping perfume requires a TSA clearance and validation that the shipping company knows how to pack dangerous goods. This approval is something that a carrier, like either DHL or FedEx, can set up for your shipping account so that shipping internationally is viable. So you have to have clearance to ship perfume, because alcohol is flammable. Something nice from Why You Should Have a Cat. Look, you got mom, you got dad, you got the little toe beans. What a beautiful picture of a happy family. This is from Unicorn Pondu saying, "Oh, well, now. Look what reason Chantal said she wanted a hijab for last year, circa fall 2022." So Chantal said in a recent video, because she said, I got all these questions about my hijab. And she claimed that she was wearing it for modesty, blah, blah, blah. But here's the real reason why she wears the hijab and the abaya.
I know, I want a hijab to cover my head and my chins. I know, I want a hijab to cover my head and my chins.
So that's the real reason. She was using the hijab and the abaya because of her weight, to disguise her weight. Has nothing to do with the faith, has nothing to do with beliefs, has nothing to do with modesty. It's just that she's getting bigger and she's using clothing or a hijab to basically hide what she looks like. D. Angry Scott says, only if you take her saying it in Salah's live as confirmation. Perfectly Imperfect says, looks like Foodie Beauty is going back to Canada without Salah. Most likely end of August, beginning of September, as that's when her 90-day visa expires. So let's see what Foodie said in his live. Bizarre Vark says, can't Salah and you divide your time between Kuwait and Canada and spend summers in Canada and winters in Kuwait? She says, not really now. No, it's tough to get into Canada. Someday he will be able to visit, though. So for now, I will visit alone, but we can video chat. She also says, I guess when I was gone for 2 days, they thought I was traveling home. So even when I do go to Canada, they will never know. She also says, I won't be staying at my mom's this time, so they won't know where I am. And then she talks about getting an Airbnb. Well, hope you know this, Foodie. Airbnb, they don't play. And how in the world are you going to get an Airbnb if Salah has control of your accounts? I'm sure they do a credit check on people. Make sure you have enough money. You have to put down a security deposit or something if you stayed in Airbnb. And considering how filthy and messy you are, if you stayed in Airbnb and you destroy somebody's property or you leave it a mess, you'll get banned from Airbnb for life. You know that, right? You'll never be able to use it again. Might as well just stay at a hotel or a motel. You know, don't ruin somebody else's home. This is from Ray saying, Foodie and Salah, the grifter's arc. Karma's Law says, not saying I haven't bought things online because I have, but I don't trust buying anything online. I like seeing it, feeling it, touching it in person. And I certainly wouldn't trust anything Chantal and Salah are selling. First of all, their products are cheap, and I don't mean inexpensive. That explains why they are for sale in a dollar store. Second, and most important, Chantal has scammed people before. Someone never got the giveaway prize of Cuban coffee, and Chantal scammed all those who signed up for the postcard club. Now Chantal, a proven scammer, is pushing Teeb Al Bar, where the website is a scam website. The product ingredients are not listed, shipping is very sus, and there is no satisfaction guarantee from the company. There is no way would I ever trust someone that has not only scammed before, but now is scamming again. Dar Al Tib is a legit company that sells high end products. As for Salah, he is not only trying to ride the back of Dar Al Tib, but he's also trying to confuse people by naming his dollar store company Tib Al Bar. Do you see it now? Legit company Dar Al Tib. Salah's dollar store company Tib Al Bar. Legit company Dar Al Tib. Scam company Tib Al Bar. I wouldn't trust anything Chantal and Salah are selling. Buyer beware. Yeah, that was a thing also that got talked about and exposed. The fact that everything looks very sketchy and sussy over there. Like trying to play around with the name of the company, trying to write piggyback off of the reputation of a known company. And also, I just showed you guys, I guess, that uh, Murad or Salah, they designed a product using the Mr. Clean logo. Like, if you have a legit company, wouldn't you come up with your own logos? Wouldn't you put a product list, I'm sorry, an ingredient list on your products? Do things in a reputable way. But they're not doing it in such a way. Okay, this is from Perfectly Imperfect. Remember when Foodie Beauty said she might go home to Canada for a relative's special birthday? Think she just slipped up and told us who. Let's watch.
So when I go to family gatherings, for example, you know, let's say I go to like my grandfather's birthday party. Usually it's my uncle, his wife.
So, yeah, the grandfather, if I'm not mistaken, he lives in Florida. And Chantal was talking about going to Disney World. So that would kind of fit. If granddad is in Florida, maybe in the Orlando area, because that's where Disney World is, that would fit why she's been talking about Disney World. But as I understand it, granddad, he's very old school. He don't put up with no mess. Very strict man. So I'm not quite sure why you would want to go down to Florida and hang out with him, Chantal. Is this a situation where maybe you're thinking that granddad's going to give you some money? Because I don't think that's going to happen, but feel free to try. All right, so that's it for everything on Twitter. Let's go over to the morning live where she didn't go to sleep. She was waiting for Salah to go to sleep so she could do this live and he wouldn't say anything. Okay. So here I'm starting a few minutes in. Let's do this.
Like aloe in it. Catty patties. When do you plan to travel next? Lazy. I'm not going to reveal exactly when I travel because people are literally looking up my trying to find like flights and stuff like that. These are spray. So
I'm over here shaking my head. Chantal, you are not a celebrity. When are you going to get that through your head? You're not a celebrity. Nobody's going to be stalking your flights. No one's going to be taking every second of their day to look up to see exactly when you arrive back in Canada. Nobody cares that much. I mean, yeah, we are curious when and if you're coming home to Canada, but you're not a celebrity, nor will you ever be a celebrity. Okay? Your sense of self importance is so overinflated, but you're not a celebrity. There's not going to be photographers at the airport waiting to take your picture. There's not going to be throngs of people waiting for your autograph. You want to come home, come home. Honestly, you should come home anyway. The Kuwait arc is boring. Salah is boring. You're bored with it. You're dying to come home. You don't have to wait until August. Come home now. You want to come home, so do it. What's stopping you? Stop trying to come up with all these harebrained ideas of how to scam people out of money. Just come home, find somewhere to be, and do your live streams from Canada, where you'll have a lot more freedom.
I'll try to ask if we can put the ingredients somewhere, maybe. I don't know. To find out what they are for you guys, but I know there's alcohol in it, but that's and rose vanilla, rose extract, whatever. Good morning, Aquamarine. You love that story?
I could never imagine being part of a company and trying to promote a product and having no idea what's in it, to the point where if somebody asked me, well, what exactly is in the product? I wouldn't be able to give a good answer. She wants to make money. She wants to be involved in something. She wants to be an entrepreneur because she can't even speak from a place of knowledge. Like, oh, yeah, I have this product and this is what's in it. And this is how it's made and this is where it's made. As I understand it, Chantal, you invested $9,000 in this company. How could you spend that kind of money on a company and not know everything about that company? Research that company. Sounds like you just invested your money for bragging rights. Look, everybody, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm invested in a company. Yeah, and you're an idiot because you gave your money to people. You don't know who they are. You don't know what products they're making. You don't know how reputable they are. All you knew was, I'm an entrepreneur. I invested money in a company. Yeah, a crap company, apparently. The website is crap. The products are crap. They're overpriced. I showed on my React today that there are reputable brands like Dior, like Giorgio Armani. Those are reputable brands. Their perfumes are cheaper than the beater spray. You're charging more money for this crap than reputable brands that people know and that they trust. Isn't that insane? But if somebody sat down with you and said, what is in the beater spray? Like, what goes into it? The only thing you could say is, I don't know, some alcohol, some scent maybe. That's not good enough. The fact that Salah and Murad chose you as a representative for their company, they're expecting you to promote it and to sell it. And you being a person that you don't normally take a bath, you are not about that life of being hygienic. Of all the people in the world they could look to promote their products and to sell their products, they chose you. Tells me everything I need to know about the company and the products they have.
The Israelites spent 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. Oh my gosh. Crazy. I would die. No. Queen of Ashura.
Normally when you have a company of any kind and you're selling something, not only do you want to have a good product to sell, one that you can stand behind, one that you can stand up for, one that you can be proud of. Everybody that works for you, they are a good representative of your product, of your company, of your service. You want to pick the best people with the best attitude that are knowledgeable talking about products. Why would anybody choose Chantal to represent their company in any way or in any fashion? Why would they associate with her? Unless the company was crap and the product was crap. And then at that point, it doesn't matter. But imagine choosing the YouTuber with the worst reputation and thinking, this is a good idea. We'll use her to sell these products. We'll use her to promote these products. Who thinks like that? Who would do that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna at least try to fast until Maghrib. Um, you know, make a bit of an effort here. Do women fast while pregnant? No, they don't have to. If you're pregnant or on your period, you don't have to fast. People should get a life and stay in their own lane. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Or at least occupy your time with something better, you know? Okay, I'm gonna use my Sunday Riley. I'm gonna drink water still because it's very hard for me to not drink water. Oh no, Kaylee. I'm feeling a lot better today, actually more positive. I feel better when I go to bed early, wake up, and even though I'm a night person and I hate the day. Okay.
You didn't used to be a night person. You used to like the daytime. We remember all those lives where you were running around getting your Starbucks, getting your Nashies. You didn't mind the daytime then. You mind it now because you're in Kuwait and the daytime is over 100 degrees. plus the fact that you don't want anybody to see what you look like. That's why you prefer the nighttime. That and the fact that you can stay up all night when Salah goes to bed. You can raid the kitchen.
Did you see the pigeon? There was a pigeon. Did you see it? Hygiene bear. You don't think anyone would hurt you, do they? I'm not afraid of being hurt. Like, bring it on. No, I'm kidding. I'm not afraid of being hurt, but I don't know. I just don't like. I feel kind of invaded. Like I like some privacy. You know, I don't like people to know exactly when I'm traveling. People actually, there is a potential to get hurt when you do that because it's not just someone physically showing up and punching you in the face. Um,
You know what I love? Here, let me show you what I love. And I love this the most. So here's Chantal talking about how she wants to have her own skincare line, her own skincare products. She's been up all night, right? Talking about she wants to do her skincare products. Do y'all see what I see? What kind of a person who is passionate about skincare, talking about your own skincare line? Girl, I'm looking at you. You have not washed that face. I can still see the remains of your eyeshadow. Look right here. Your eyeliner is still on your eyes. Your eyeshadow is on your eyes. If you're all into the skincare, that's great. But somebody who's passionate about skincare would know you got to wash that face. You got to clean that face, girl. You're wearing that old makeup. You haven't bothered to wash it off yet. How can you go all night and be up all night and not wash that face? Come on now.
it's people can call like airport security and like just try to mess with your life. So it's just better to know. Um, it can just cause extra problems and stuff like that that I don't need.
Chantal, nobody is going to take off work or buy a plane ticket or a bus ticket or spend their gas just to go to the airport to see when you arrive. Ain't nobody going to do that. Nobody cares that much. If you're eager to come home then. Find a hotel or a motel room, shack up, and live stream from there.
It's just better for people not to know what my next step is.
I think your problem, I don't think you even know what your next step is. I think one of the main reasons why you haven't come home yet is because when you do get back to Canada, you don't have a place to go. On your previous visits back, you had the villa. You can go right back home to the villa, but you don't have that anymore. And I can't imagine your family welcoming you back and letting you stay at their house, knowing how messy and disgusting you are, knowing how chaotic you are. That might be the reason why you haven't come home to Canada, because you have no destination that you can arrive to. What are your choices? Staying in a motel or hotel room or an Airbnb, which if you stay in somebody's house and if you make a mess and you leave a mess, they will ban you for life. But you don't have a home to come home to. You pulled up all of your roots before you left. You let go of everything that tied you to Canada. So I'm sure that's the reason why you're not so eager to leave Kuwait.
Should have learned that a long time ago. Make a wish. Yeah. Hi, Teardrop. Hi, Riley. Where you're farting videos. Hi, Molly Jean. Hey. A wrist blood pressure monitor, Taylor. I can maybe get one. Hi, Kitty Charms. So glad to see you. Thank you. Make Delaware a priority. I think Delaware is maybe like, what, a 7-hour drive or so? I'm not mistaken. So I have a lot of cleaning to do today. So I'm just gonna keep my makeup very light. I ordered some products.
Why does she need makeup on to clean? Nobody's going to see her cleaning. Why do you need makeup on to clean the house?
I went on my
I mean, if you're not going to be on YouTube and if you're not doing a video or a live, why have your makeup on? If you're going to be working up a sweat, wouldn't that be a good time to take your makeup off, give your skin a chance to rest? Just do your house cleaning. If you get hot and sweaty, you could take a nice hot shower or a cool shower, get yourself refreshed, but give your skin a chance to breathe.
baby girl. Thank you. Hi. You want to see my vanity? Oh, that's just the desk and everything, the gaming area. This is my oh, you can see everything. There we go. Hello.
Wow. So they made a big, huge deal about you guys can't see the other room yet. It's the content room. They made a big deal about it, like they had to do a whole lot of stuff. That room is mainly empty. So why did it take so long to put together? All I can see is just like we have the gaming chair in there, we have the desk, we have the computer, we have like a love seat. You can do all of that in a day.
So it's very big. Like I have a huge area now to to put all my things, which I didn't really have before. So I have a huge area to put all my things. Hi, Ghostface. Her tail. Her tail was always fine. Looks very nice. My interior design. It's just very basic, but you know, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And then we have over here like gaming area, but it's kind of we still need to organize it better. And I'm on his chair. Hi, Stan. Pretty photo on the wall. Yeah. It's yeah, that's the one I can't really see. That's the one. It's like it's a photo of like Syria, like Syrian style architecture, or like area. Simple is best. And this sofa is so comfortable, like super comfortable. It's from IKEA, and it's really comfortable. It's very deep. I hate sofas because I'm big and wide this way. I like sofas that are deep, you know. So whenever Salah's in here, I can just like come and hang out more. Oh, the vanity.
I'm sure he loves that. Like Chantal is around him all the time. And the only place that he had to just be alone was when he was gaming. So now they have the content room, and now she's got her own sitting area, so he can just sit there and game, and she's sitting directly behind him. So even while he's gaming, she doesn't leave him alone.
How often do you both play games? Um, I haven't really been playing games, but Salah plays quite often. He's a gamer, you know. So I don't mind him gaming because he doesn't neglect me for it. It's whenever you neglect your partner, that's a problem. I hate that. So I have the rosemary oil under my cap. I've been putting it on and leaving it on, and it's like that with collagen, you guys, you would not recognize me if you saw my hair. Like, you would freak out.
Yeah, we would recognize you. We've seen you with hair before. We've seen you with your hair. We've seen you with the wigs. Why wouldn't we recognize you? We've seen you in all stages, Chantal. We've seen you bald. We've seen you with shorter hair. We've seen you with longer hair. We've seen you with the wigs. Why would we not recognize you?
It's getting better. Alhamdulillah. Hello. Hi, Crystal. Hamster. Here, Howie was in here. I just cleaned out his cage, like did a spot cleaning, gave him his salad. Oh, what's that, Chef? I didn't even get to hair reveal. No, I didn't even get to finish editing my mukbang from last night. I had dinner and then I was just like, I was even too tired to count my points, which I say in the video. But I had all 50 available because all I had that day was watermelon because we were so busy.
Busy with what? I love how she says that. We were so busy, but yet she doesn't elaborate about how they were busy. She just leaves it like that.
Um, so I'm just gonna wear mascara today because I'm too tired. I have a lot going on.
Like what?
Come play Maple Story. Join us. What is it?
The only thing that Chantal is busy with is trying to find all kinds of forms to get quick money out of people. Is there another form? Is there another website where I can set up something and charge memberships for content that'll never show up? Can I sell products that people will never get? That's basically how she's busy. That's how Salah Murad are busy. What can we do to make money really quick?
Join us, the Shining Twins. Did you ever try Brockwurst? No. Salah's bed is comfortable. You're funny. Why isn't he in his bed right now? He's in the bed sleeping. That's why.
And by the way, what a happy marriage you have, Chantal. You're always trying to sell us on the idea that you have a happy marriage. Mama, I can tell you've never been happily married or in a happy relationship. Because if you had been in a happy relationship or a happy marriage, then you would be in bed with your husband right now. You'd be sleeping next to your husband, enjoying the sleep. The fact that he is sleeping alone without you and it's early in the morning and you're up doing a stream tells me everything I need to know about your relationship. If you guys were a real happy couple, you'd say, you know what? I should be in bed with my husband. I'm just going to sleep next to my husband and enjoy sleeping next to my husband. And if I want to do a live stream, I can do it when I get up. It would not be a case of he's asleep and you're awake talking to people on the internet.
Oh, this brand of mascara is awesome. It was like 1 KD or less, maybe 950 fills. So like maybe a couple bucks. Lash Princess by Essence. Doesn't irritate my eyes. Because there's some mascaras that are like 30 bucks and they irritate the crap out of my eyes. And then I waste my money.
Yeah, well, I remember the state of your makeup back at the villa, how disgusting it looked because you're a filthy creature. Maybe that's why it irritated your eyes. You didn't keep things clean and you weren't washing your face, Miss Skincare Line. You weren't washing your face. You weren't keeping your face clean.
So at this point, I'm watching DIY videos on how to make your own skincare because I'm not satisfied with like my friend messaged me. I'm not satisfied with any skincare fully. So I'm seeing all of these DIY videos about like making your own skincare with things like vitamin C drops, essential oils, aloe vera, shea butter. Like, why don't I just make my own? You know, makes more sense to me. Didn't catch your last line, but after you brought up Fit Me powder.
Okay, that Ghostface Gamer says, I heard Charles Reed is all around the community. They think it's a Chantal sock account. I don't know what they mean. Ghostface, apparently you've not been paying attention. That is one of Chantal's sock accounts. And you can tell it's Chantal just by the things that she says under that account. It's been revealed. It's Chantal. That Charles Reed account was on one of my videos recently. The $60 scam in a bottle video, that was her posting. The thing she was saying, that was Chantal. And I told Chantal in my reply to her comment, girl, if you had as many shoes as you do socks, you could open up your own shoe store. I don't know why Chantal goes onto other people's accounts and posts as Charles Reed or Miss Pondu. She doesn't even have the courage to post as herself. She uses the sock thinking that she's being sneaky when she's not. But yeah, Charles Reed is Chantal. She's not even courageous enough to post as herself. I don't know why, but she won't do it, but it is her.
Oh yeah, so I skincare brand incoming. Did you know that you can pay a few $1,000s for a lab to put the brand, like your brand, on their products? But it's also just, there's so many people like making their own e-commerce these days. So like you could set up a Shopify. Um, yeah. Oh, really, Freedom? The Ordinary? I heard about The Ordinary being very affordable, yeah, and good. Okay, Aquamarine. So yeah, you can just like simple makeup, yeah. My skin is kind of, does it look like it's getting a little bit better? It's a little red, but so I think that I'm gonna try to make my own. Amazon, you can buy all these little pots, cute pots for cheap in mass. You can buy them in mass quantities, and then you can. I have a label maker. I have a label maker already. Um, you need like a double boiler. Just whip up some. I'm gonna put vitamin E oil too. I'm not gonna share all my secrets. I don't know, Georgia girl. I always have trolls. Some I like, well, some others well. Thanks, teardrops. I like calling you teardrops. It's my skin is worse. Aw, hi, Miss Miracle. So I'm hungry already, but I can tough it out. I mean, I did it for Ramadan, but with Ramadan, like,
She's over there talking about, oh, you can go on Amazon and get all these little cute containers and she wants to set up her own business. But I can print my own labels. You know what I'm not hearing from you, Chantal? I'm not hearing a true passion for making skincare products, a true interest. I hear a lot of, I can get all these little different things and whip something up in a double boiler and then sell it. That's what I'm hearing. Not that you have a true interest in skincare. It's what can I put together cheaply and sell to people and they'll just buy it.
we would sleep after prayer, so um, it wasn't bad. We wake up and like have maybe an hour or two left, and then we could eat. Yeah, I need to get. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if anything else, I think I'm gonna go back to Lush skincare. Feels a little better. Start a skincare line. Thank you, Miss Lyrical. Hello, Countess Tara. So I'm gonna.
No, I'm not trying to be mean, Chantal. I'm just being honest. You got those filters on. You've got the skin smoothing filter on. But even with the skin smoothing filter, I could tell your skin is not so great. Okay. It's not so good. And I think a lot of that has to do with the way you're taking care of yourself inside. Like all that junk food, all the fats you consume, the sugars, the oils, the carbs, it's not doing your skin any favors. There's only so much the filters can do. So if you're someone and you're planning on doing a skincare line, trying to put together some skincare products, taking care of the body would help your skin look better and feel better.
Edit my video. I have some cameos to do. Um, thanks. Thanks for watching it, S. How about
You know, she makes it sound like people are just beating down her door for cameos, and she's not sold that many.
pick a day to talk about Islam first, women who are interested? Yeah, sure, Shireen. I can do that. I'm gonna do more videos. Rose hip oil. Yeah, that's good for maturing skin. Just use a filter. No, because I want healthy skin, you know?
Well, you got to take care of yourself. If you want healthy skin, that means you need a healthy body because skin reflects the health inside. So maybe take care of your body, maybe lay off the fast food, maybe eat healthier food, maybe take a shower and wash your face. You know, soap and water works wonders. I'm telling you.
Clarins is good. Really, Rebecca? I did see that. Use a facial oil. There was something I used. It was something. There was this vegan cleanser I bought once. It was a foaming cleanser. It was the best cleanser. I can't remember the name. I have to find it again. Do you guys remember? Homemade is so much better. Yeah. And e-commerce. Well, I'm looking into it, chef, but it's a lot of like to learn. I don't understand how, you connect your store and set up everything and like does everything have to be approved by the FDA?
So she's looking at it from the business end rather than, Chantal, you're putting the cart before the horse. So you're thinking about the business end. You don't even have a product yet that you have put together and works and is safe and is of quality. You're really putting the cart before the horse. You're thinking about setting up the store and getting the bottles and doing the labels. Why not make the product first and see if you can make it in mass and that it work and test it on yourself? How does it work for you? You know, you got to take things in baby steps. Come up with a product, like look at the ingredients, do some research to see if any of the ingredients would cause an allergic reaction or would be harmful. Test it on yourself. See if there's any reaction for yourself. You go through all those baby steps before you think about e-commerce and shipping labels and containers.
I mean, I'm going to use natural ingredients, but retinol. Don't put toner on your face. Oh, no, no, yeah, I put it on after I clean my face. I don't have makeup sponges, but I did order like a whole bunch of makeup. So what I did was I did the most affordable makeup haul I could ever do. I went on the
Okay, so Marissa says, why are y'all not offering refunds for the perfume if something bad happens during shipping? Well, because they're scammers. That's what scammers do. They're not running an honest business. So if something happens during shipping, if the bottle breaks or it comes open and it leaks, or if customs seizes the products, you're out of luck. If your information gets compromised, your bank account, your credit card, your debit card gets compromised, money gets taken out of your account, not their problem, right? There's no guarantee of anything good coming from Chantal, Salah, and Marat. There's a guarantee of something bad. Why would anybody trust those three? What have they shown us that they have shown that they are trustworthy? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing that people can look to know that everything's going to be on the up and up. There's no customer reviews of the products. There's no brand. There's no established reputation. In my opinion, nobody should buy anything from Chantal or Salah or Murad.
The website of the store I bought all the stuff from, it's like a department store here. And I went from sort, lowest price to the highest because they always have good sales, you know? And yeah. Um,
Ghostface says, do they really hold items while shipping like the beater spray? Well, I've heard that it's a pain in the butt where they are to ship things internationally. And generally, if you're shipping something, they want to know what's in it. They want an ingredients list so they can check it. Make sure there's nothing dangerous, there's no biohazard, there's nothing flammable. So if you ship something, goes through customs, and it looks very sus to them, and they're looking to see what exactly it is and what it contains, and there's no ingredient list, yeah, they might hold the item. Or if something looks like it might be counterfeit, they'll hold it then too. And if that happens, can you get a refund? No, because Chantal said outright there are no refunds. So why would anybody buy something from someone knowing that there's no protection for you, the consumer? That you might just be sending your money off and there's absolutely no refunds. There's going to be no replacement. You're just shipping off your money, compromising any and all of your personal info for what? A bottle of basically scented alcohol mist.
what was I going to say? So I love Lush. That's okay if you use your hands. I don't mind. I'm not grossed out by people's hands unless they're like spending the day putting their hands in their bum. I mean, I don't know. So, my priority for today is to pray and fast and clean.
Sad Big Bird says everybody's tripping that the beater spray doesn't have an ingredient list. Yeah, because it looks very sus. People want to know what's in it. You put something on your skin, you want to know what's in it. There are people with allergies that can have a severe allergic reaction. So, for those people who might have an allergy to something, they want to know what's in it before they put it on themselves.
And do some work.
And if it's a reputable company, any reputable company, you buy something from them, whether it's food, whether it's a beauty product, shampoo, conditioner, you want to know what's in the product. And if you're a company, you should be able to say, yes, we put this, 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 and this in it in these amounts. What company does not know or will not say what they put in a product?
I have some trip planning as well to do. Cleanser, toner, skin treatment, moisturizer, SPF. I need an SPF, Stephanie. Yeah. Lush is toxic. People are all all of a sudden a business manager. Well, I would like to learn because you know who knows how long this YouTube thing is going to last. You know, I mean, you can wake up one day and things change. It's good to have some kind of plan for the future. Plus, you know, I want to do something else with my life, but I'm just learning about it. It's not like I'm going to like launch anything right away. But
And I think that's part of your problem, Chantal. You're lost. As far as making money, YouTube is it for you. And you don't know how lucky you are that you wandered onto YouTube and you wandered on at just the right moment. You wandered on during the mukbang craze and you attached yourself to it and you ran with it and your channel grew because of it. I don't agree with you using your issue with food and profit off of it and make money. Should never have done that. But you did wander onto YouTube and make a channel and made your content all about food. And you attracted a certain group of people to your channel. You started off doing a variety of different things, but once you found the food content was popular, you ran with that. And here's the sad thing. You've made so much money on YouTube that if you had been smart long ago and really branched out and made a merch store, invested your money wisely, you'd be sitting pretty right now. You wouldn't have any worries in the world. You could have invested in a real business, a reputable business, bought a house, bought a car, put stuff in savings, gotten your health together. I mean, being on YouTube, how hard is it? You have a large channel. All you have to do is make videos and post them up. It's not exactly like a job that requires a lot of labor, but you squandered the fortune that you were given. Absolutely squandered it. You got nothing to show for except for bad health and a bunch of debts. And I agree with you. The YouTube train, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to stop? Excuse me. But you're having this realization kind of late. And I think part of your problem is you don't know what to do besides YouTube. You don't know what to do besides making the food videos. And you don't have a real passion for anything beyond the food videos. If you did any kind of creativity inside of you, it's not had a chance to breathe because you've been so hyper fixated on food and running after men that don't care about you. Spending all of your money and all your time and all your focus on all of your toxic obsessions. And that's exactly what they are. It's a toxic obsessions. I've said this before and I'll repeat it now. I think long ago, you were once Chantal, the person. Then you created the character, Foodie Beauty. And you devoted all of your time and all of your focus and all of your energy into the character you created for YouTube. And along that lines, you lost the plot. You lost yourself. And because you did, the person, Chantal, your life suffered. You gave everything to Foodie Beauty. You gave nothing to yourself. To the point where now here you are, $60,000 in debt, 2 bankruptcies, in Kuwait, miserable. You want to go home, but if you went back to Canada, you'd have nowhere to go. You had a bad reputation. You're involved in a bad business. You're in a fake marriage with a guy that you have to pay for his attention. And maybe you do deserve all of that because you're a horrible, rotten person. Maybe this is your karma. Maybe this is just a collection of checks that you wrote long ago and they're all getting cashed at once. You came onto YouTube, you made a lot of money. You squandered it. You squandered the fortune, the blessing that you were given. And now, if you're feeling lost because you've reached a place where you don't know what to do, you don't know what to do off of YouTube, you don't know what to do on YouTube, to the point where you're running around on TikTok and on YouTube looking for other people's ideas to use on your channel. Sad.
I think skincare is something I'm like kind of interested in because I've always struggled with my skin type finding good skincare, and I think it's
Your skin type is dirty because you don't clean it.
a lot of the things that they use to preserve the products are actually you need SPF 1000 are actually like irritants in my skin, you know. SPF 1 million. Oh, Mr. Sun, where's the pigeons? I should put some of Howie's food on the thing. You know what? I should get some seeds. Razan, I'm a new refugee to America from Kuwait. No way, Razan. Mashallah. I hope you have an easy time there. Just my vacuum. I'm gonna go sit on the sofa for a while. Booyah. Oh, okay. We have both our prayer rugs here. And Salah's sleeping. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, this is my unfiltered skin. It's very red.
She's a liar. She's got those filters on. If she were completely natural and unfiltered, we would know it because more the rosacea would come through. Her cheeks would be a lot more red. You could tell she's filtered. Look, like her blemishes would be more prominent. You can see what's going on beneath the skin smoothing filter. You can see it. So yeah, you got filters on, Chantal. You lie.
So I've been using high-end skincare for years and just started using Clean and Clear. My skin looks better. You mean the brand Clean and Clear? My gosh, that really irritated my skin as a teenager, but it was like the in thing, so I always would use it. The law does not require cosmetic products and ingredients except for color additives to be approved by FDA before they go on the market. Ah, good to know. Looks like blush. Bacteria. Thanks, Leonie. My friend from down under. I don't like when lip gloss goes on your teeth. So, anyways, I ordered a whole bunch of makeup, which should be coming today. Oh no, we have to go pick it up. I wonder if Salah will go for me. He will. I don't want to go out in the heat, but I want my stuff. So I'll do a video. I'll do a video. No, thanks, private dancer. My chin pointy. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like without having a double chin, like for real. So maybe it's a little pointy. Anyway, so yeah, I ordered a whole bunch of makeup, like foundation. I said I wasn't gonna, but I'm just I don't know. I'm having trouble like not wearing makeup. It's my one thing that. So I have a powder foundation, a foundation. Um, does anyone use Wet and Wild foundation? There's like brands here I never heard of actually, like weird brands I never heard of. I'm not too sure. What else did I buy? Brushes, eyebrow pencil. Just keep going if you have bad days, basically. Wet and Wild has great foundation. Yeah, Sue Ellen. Exactly. We need to take your credit card away. It's not mine. I don't have a credit card. Oh, I like whenever I paid off, I had like one credit card and I paid it off. It wasn't too high limit, and that was it. So we have like Salah's credit card from his bank here, and that's it. I squeaky from, but we try. Ready, set, bees. We try to pay with cash.
I'm just wondering about something. When I heard her say this in the live, I'm wondering if she gave Salah like access to her bank account information and all of that because she does have her bankruptcies going on in Canada, and by switching everything over to him, that's a way to kind of hide her income. That way, if she is spending money back in Canada, those who would need to know don't know. So my question to you, Chantal, is once you go back to Canada to stay, how is that going to work if he's got control of everything? Won't you need a way to purchase things, buy things, rent things? If he's got the bank account number, if he's got the debit card, what are you going to use to get the Airbnb? Because I don't know if Airbnbs are, you pay cash.
every chance we get. Bioessence is really good brand for sensitive skin. Really?
I'm curious about something. Like while she's doing the live, like what they require. If you wanted to rent an Airbnb, what would it take? So let's see. I'm looking. How to, okay, let me just do the search. I'm sorry I'm doing this now. Okay, how do you book an Airbnb? Are you going to pay in cash? I imagine you would need a credit card or a bank card. You know, you couldn't just do it straight cash.
I never heard of it. I'm trying to really get rid of debts and not get back into debt. They have credit here, yeah. It's a bit different system though. It's not the interest is not the interest is not through the roof because I don't know. I don't know if it's like related to interest being haram, but maybe that's has something to do with it. You're waiting on Timu? I never ordered from Timu. Is it like Wish? I took from my yeah, Kimberly. I took from my 401 to pay my credit card and PayPal loan. Oh, PayPal has loans? Payday loans, please. I've never owned one credit card. I use my credit card for everything for the points. Yeah, that's true. If you have a card that has points, that's good. Yes, Squeaky from, you do it. I wish you all the financial prosperity you will and it multiply. Thanks, Aquamarine, you too. I heard about something like that. Muslim banks charge either little or no interest. Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like, that's what I hear too. I'm not sure. Like, I asked a lot about that. I was really curious. And, like, I'm like, the interest in Canada is like so bad. So we were comparing one day. It's like way less. He was like astounded by the level of interest in Canada.
And that's the crazy thing about Chantal and her life. So she's about 50 or 60 grand in debt in Canada. Rather than fly to Kuwait and do all this nonsense, what she could have done was stay in Canada, find somewhere cheap to live, and just pay off the debt slowly. I don't know how much she makes a month. I'm not pocket watching her. But if she just stayed in Canada and live streamed and stayed on track, she could have paid off her entire debt probably within a couple of years. She didn't have to go to Kuwait and do all this nonsense.
It's like, it's crazy. It's like Sheen. I've been to the movies here. Oh, oh yeah, Black's Chaos.
Ooh, interesting. Ashley C says, you do owe payday loans. It's all over Kiwi Farms. Chantal, shame on you. Shame on you, ma'am.
True. What kind of stuff do you use? Lush and Saint Laurent Mall. Excuse me? What? Please tell me that's not true. You have to go to Rito now? I would just order online, I guess. I guess it's a sign I have to open my own store. No. The Lush here is expensive. You have bad rosacea? Yeah, look at me too. Oh well, our skin is what it is. Whatever. You're still beautiful, Blacks. A P.O. box. I don't know. Yes, Aquamarine, true. So But like, anyway, I don't want to like give away too much personal information. The face kind of says it all. The Weight Watchers. No, I mean it's going. Um, there's nothing really to report. It's going okay. Do you miss the fruit flies? Kind of. It's yeah. Canada's just so expensive. You know, we're taxed to death. Um, and no,
You know, that's you know what's weird about her saying that Canada is expensive? So yeah, there might be some areas of Canada that are expensive. But here's the crazy weird thing about what you're doing, Chantal, and how you're living. You're claiming that Canada is expensive, although you were in Canada and you were making enough money then where you could pay the rent and spend $4,000 a month on food, plus another few thousand on junk food, plus another few thousand on dispensary visits. So you're talking about how expensive Canada was. It's not that Canada was expensive. It's just that you were spending money in a really stupid way that made no sense. So now you're in Kuwait and you're saying it's cheaper in Kuwait. But here's where the it makes no sense part comes into play. Your Canadian dollar is worth virtually nothing over there. Compared to the dinar, it's the Canadian dollar is worth zero, almost zero. So don't you actually mean that it's more expensive to be in Kuwait because of that? Because the Canadian dollar with the conversion, it's more expensive to be there than it would be if you were in Canada.
don't say it's to receive services because we get services
You're having to spend more money to be in another country than you would if you were in Canada.
here too. Like the healthcare is fine here, and it's not a arm and a leg in taxes. So I don't know. There's pros and cons. Hi, Cassie's forgotten business. 10-10. When I moved to the beach, what?
And you know, Chantal is the kind of person that she likes to talk about everything. And you got to know it's been tearing her up not to be able to talk about everything and keep everything quiet because of Salah and because of where she's at. You know, she'd rather be home in Canada just telling us every freaking detail because her point of view is I'm on YouTube. I have to share everything. I got to talk about everything. And she hates it when somebody puts a leash on her and tells her to close her mouth.
What about other parts of Canada? Oh my gosh, Toronto and Vancouver. Hi, creepy comfort and crime. Do you support LGBT? I support everybody living their life the way they want to. Um, yeah, for sure. We're leaving for camping tomorrow for 4 days. Yay, love camping. Plus, I live in Alaska, which is beautiful. You salmon fish? Oh my gosh, have an awesome time, Nelly.
You know, speaking of Canada, so before Chantal left Canada, the Sangria Kia kind of just mysteriously disappeared. Not sure what happened to it. Maybe one of the relatives is holding on to it for her. But considering the fact that Chantal has gained a considerable amount of weight since leaving Canada, there's a possibility that she may come home and want to use the Kia and not be able to fit inside the Kia.
Do they really hold items during shipping like the beaver spray? Okay, I'm going to get definite answers for you from Salah, but I don't think so. I mean, they checked it out with the shipping company. I don't know why they would partner with a shipping company who's not able to, because they specifically chose a shipping company such as Aramex over ground shipping because, well, not ground shipping, but like normal mail because you can't in normal mail ship what the products are. We do have a body shop here. What's the gassy food anyway? Unless you're rich, yeah. Yeah, Aquamarine. um, Yeah, Tanya. I mean, sometimes I miss driving and everything, but I'll get to do that. I'm gonna still go back home, well, back to Canada, um, at some point, and when I get to, Ottawa, I'll get my car. And
Yeah, good luck fitting in that car. Not fat shaming Chantal, but she's gained over 100 pounds since she's been in Kuwait. And the last time we saw her in the Kia, she could barely squeeze herself inside of it. So I'm seriously wondering if she does get the Kia back and she goes to drive it, if she'll be able to, because, she's just gotten considerably bigger since being in Kuwait.
and have, go to town. And then I'll miss being here. I know that pretty quickly. But
I don't think she's going to miss it. The last time that she went home from Kuwait to Canada, the very night that she got home, she was doing the edibles and she looked happier than I'd ever seen her in Kuwait. She looked more relaxed. She looked like she was back in her old stomping grounds. She was more her real self because she was more in her element. So she's trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to miss being here." Nah, she's not going to miss it. She's not going to miss it at all. I think this whole situation with her and Salah, she's bored with him. He's bored with her. They both can't stand each other. She's longing for some kind of excitement because Chantal is a toxic thrill seeker. She needs drama. She needs her freedom for the drama. She can't do that in Kuwait. To do that, she'd have to go home.
I need to see my family.
You don't care about your family. It's not about seeing your family. You're not going to go home and your first thought is, I need to see my family. It's, I need to go home because you can't stay in Kuwait forever. You got to go home.
At least once a year. I don't know. You're sweet. You have only seen me behind filters. I'm going to message you a real video. I'm a hot mess, mama struggle. Don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, you're like, eat something if you need to eat something. Don't like deprive yourself, even if it's something healthier. Place like we have a timeline, so which will be coming up soon enough. But yeah, it's wise for me not to tell people what I'm doing when I'm doing it.
Those of us that have been reacting to Chantal for the longest, we already know how this is going to go. She's going to film some pre recorded videos and she's going to post those up. While she's posting them up, or she'll post them up and then have them scheduled, she'll be traveling. And then all of a sudden, she'll pop up back in Canada. Whatever you want to do, Chantal, do it. We all just want you back in Canada because we're bored with this Kuwait art. This whole thing has been going on too long.
Kuwait is one of the highest deportations.
And that's no shade on Kuwait or the people or the culture of Kuwait. It's not y'all's fault. It's just that Chantal is boring being in Kuwait because she's not bothering to show us anything exciting. I'm sure Kuwait is a wonderful country with wonderful people. It's just that she is not her real authentic self in Kuwait, but she'd be more of her real authentic self in Canada.
If the expats can't pay their way, they get kicked out. Only Kuwaiti citizens get help. It's not like Canada with social services plus the oil money. That's true, Bree Boyd. Like, yeah, you have to have a job here. Like, you have to have a way. You can't just be a resident or ever become a citizen. You can't just be a resident here with no means to support yourself. That's true. So, yeah, you can do anything you put your mind to. Thank you. This phrase will be held at customs in Canada for 69 days. I really don't think that's true. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna like have Salah look into it for sure, but um, Like, does nobody order like perfumes or something from other countries? It's going down to 23. Oh, that's gonna be awesome weather. I'm gonna look into like the eSIM thing. It's moving. I hope Kuwait will be much cooler for you and Salah after the heat wave. Thank you, Ghostface. Are you still making a group for health goals? Maybe. I haven't thought about it more now. Wait, Chantal, may I ask you a question? I'll try being respectful, MJ. It's not, that would be awesome vlogs. Yeah. I would love to see you two bees together at Disney World.
So Ashley C says, even if you're an expat, you can still be deported with a job. That's true. I mean, I did hear a while back that Kuwait, they want more people who live in the country to get jobs within the country. So even a lot of people who are qualified, who are skilled and have job skills are that they're leaving the country because of that new policy. And Chantal's over here, she doesn't have a whole lot of skills, a whole lot of training. So if people who are more skilled than Chantal are that are expats are being asked to leave, then certainly she can't stay either.
Imagine. I want to go on the hunt. Are you okay? When you go to Disney, are you allowed to go on the rides more than once? Like, are you allowed to go on the rides an unlimited amount of times? I would get a fast.
Oh, please go to Disney. Please go to Disney. That would be wonderful content. Chantal at Disney, her being hot and uncomfortable, being around people, let it happen. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's going to happen because she's got trouble walking right now because of her health issues and her weight. But as far as interesting content, it'd be a lot better than the mukbangs.
Fast pass and try to like get up super early and put my name in the queue. Oh,
Stop that. I hate when you do that. Stop crying like an infant. Stop talking like an infant. It's so stupid. Cut it out.
it's inclusive. Imagine the views from your two at Disney. Imagine. Does Kuwait have a theme park? Yeah, Winter Wonderland. Yeah, I want to scoot together and checking things out would be cool. I'll go on the rides I can ride. I weigh over 300 pounds and I rode almost all the rides. I guess it depends how you're built too, you know? So maybe I can visit my Gramps. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if you're planning on hitting up grandpa for money, but something tells me you're not going to get what you want if that's the plan. I keep getting this feeling about grandpa. He's very old school, very strict. So if you're thinking you're going to hit up grandpa for money, it ain't going to work. He's going to tell you definitely no.
They don't have fast passes? Yes, they do, Ashley. Stop trolling. And the Harry Potter ride scare the crap out of me? No way. Really, Farmhouse? It's scary? We would be celebs at Disney. I know. I have reservations already for Be Our Guest. The first thing I did when I booked, I don't know, I hope I can go. I'm not going to say for sure I'm going or not, but I went and booked all the reservations at the restaurants.
What's she going to do? Go to Disney, book a room, and then stay in the room and eat food at Disney World?
I'd love to see vlogs of it though. It'd be very entertaining. That's my goal. I want to entertain you guys.
Well, and you can do that without going to Disney World. Just sit down and come up with some original ideas for content. Do more than just order a meal and eat a meal in front of the camera. Doing the same content over and over and over and over again. You got to understand, Chantal, that gets boring. Especially doing the same content over and over again, and there's no thought in it. You're not trying to make it interesting. You're not making interesting conversation. You're not making it colorful. You're not making it flashy. It's just beige, bland, boring food with beige, bland, boring conversation to match. Beige is only entertaining for a little while. Then after that, you don't want to see beige anymore.
I want to go on Haunted Mansion. And of course, the poo ride has to be because poo's plus size. I think it's about your weight, it's your shape or size. Yeah. Cute. There's no weight limit on the rides at Disney. Look it up. I'm going on the Tower of Terror anyways. I'm going to squeeze in. Disney bees.
I'm sorry. I just can't see her at Disney World. I just can't. Like, Disney World is a big place, and Chantal hates walking. If she had trouble walking across a street to get to a beach, just 5 minutes of walking, not even 5 minutes, she's out of breath, her face is red, she's complaining about feeling dizzy and tired after just 5 minutes. How in the world is she going to deal with Disney World where there's so much walking? And then, of course, you got to figure in there are going to be people around, families, children. She doesn't like kids, but there are going to be kids everywhere. Other women walking around. She's going to feel all kinds of insecure and jealous about that. So she wants to ride different rides, but you got to walk to get to each ride. And you can't count on the scooters, Chantal. They may be there, they may not be there, but even scooters have a weight limit, and you're probably over it. So how are you going to enjoy yourself at Disney World? Because are you going to go by yourself or are you going to go with other people? I wouldn't recommend going by yourself because just in case something happens to you. But I can't imagine anybody going with you would have a good time because they'd always have to wait for you to catch up. They'd be walking at a normal pace and they got to constantly slow down to wait for you. And that's if you make it out of the parking lot, not even inside the amusement park, but just walking across the parking lot, you'd be done, you'd be spent.
Amber only gets to ride the poo ride? Nah. I would put confidence in her. Like, you can ride the rides. The magic keys.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Bree. Bree Boyd says Florida humidity will not be kind at all. No, it won't. Florida humidity is a thing. It feels like you're walking around in a sauna. That humid heat, it's sticky. Ooh, is it sticky? It'll make you sweat, which is something she does not want to do. I can't imagine Chantal in that Florida humidity. She's going to be miserable.
There's a genie pass. The Florida humidity. Haunted Mansion. I want to go. Are you allowed to go more than once? I want to go like 5 times. Oh my gosh, the animatronic puppets are scary. I'm a plant dad. Just stay hydrated. I'm a plant dad. Do you like plants? What about that bar that has to click down? So the bar has.
And not to make you feel insecure, Chantal, but you hate being around people. You don't like crowds. You feel kind of insecure around people. Understand that if you go to Disney World or any place in Canada or the United States, there's a possibility of people seeing you and saying something to you. And how's that going to make you feel?
To click. So I'm gonna sit alone because the bar will click on the biggest person. So if you're with a skinny person, they're gonna fly out. Let's meet at Disney for my 40th. Yeah, my 40th too. Oh, in September. Yeah, my mom used to make the best meat tortilla. It's tortilla is like meat pie. They used to have this under the sea submarine ride when I was and I went on and freaked out. Saurus. I got the toy ride. Really?
Let's see if we can find something interesting here.
Tourist. They have these little pizza crackers here. They're so good.
Nope, so boring.
Julia Gulia Bagulia. Discovered a new cheese. It's Egyptian Rumi cheese.
You still talking
It's
about
like
food?
a page out to cover my head in chins. I was joking. It doesn't make sense for people to be like, you just want to cover yourself, you're insecure. Hello, when have I ever been insecure? Did you not?
Chantal, I just did a react to your video. I showed the fasting video that you did where you were wearing the hijab, I'm sorry, the abaya with the flowers all over it. You said in that video, the reason why you wanted to wear the abaya is because of your size and the fact that you were gaining weight. You said it yourself. You were in Canada before you went to Kuwait, and you were counting on a couple of things. You were counting on the fact that you said to all of us, "Oh, Kuwait has a very high population of people who are overweight." That's what you thought. There's a lot of people in Kuwait that are obese. So, with that thought in mind, and the fact that people wear abayas and hijabs, you thought, well, if there's a large population of people that are obese and wearing the abayas, because there's a large population of people that are obese, I'm going to fit right in. And if I'm wearing the abaya, nobody can see how big I am or how big I want to get. But then you arrived in Kuwait and you got the real picture that there are a lot of normal sized people in Kuwait, but there is a big difference between someone who's obese and super morbidly obese. I don't know if you picture that everybody in Kuwait would be super morbidly obese, but being obese and being super morbidly obese are two different things. But you said in that video you liked wearing the abaya and the hijab because it kind of covers up your size. Wearing the abaya and wearing the hijab for you, it's not about modesty. It's not about because Salah wants you to wear those things. It's because you are at a size where you got a problem with food, you're getting bigger, and you're just not wanting people to know how bad the problem is.
See me on the exercise ball? Or did you not see me shave my head in front of thousands of people? I looked like a serial killer. I still did it. I looked like a fat white kid when I shaved my head. Why do you have a weird face? Boolia. It's so cute. She's so used to Salah, not me, Salah. We'll pick her up and he'll hold her a certain way. Her arms are over his arm like this, and he will. Oh, Leonie, be careful. He will walk her around the whole home like he goes for a walk with her. Oh, Miriam. Oh, Stan, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just like, oh, I think, because I remember like your mama talking about it, so I knew kind of who it was, but. Hey, Kayla, hey. Kayla, I was talking to Salah. I'm like, if ever, because last night I fell asleep way before him, he wanted to do a stream. I said, Kay Bella would be like, I know Mimi is a mod there too, but sometimes they're not there. She would be a good mod for your channel, like when I'm not there, if I fall asleep. Who did you decline? I declined. Did you see someone has made an AI copy of you and is reading scripts in your voice? No, I didn't see that. Yogurt and fruit.
Oh, on that note, because I've gotten this question in the comments section for anybody out there who might be interested. So people have asked me what's going on with the thumbnails. Like, where am I getting those images? Well, I use an app on Canva because I use Canva to make my thumbnails. And there is an app that you can use that can generate an AI image based on a prompt. For those who are wondering, what exactly is a prompt? Well, a prompt is a sentence that you come up with that essentially you're telling the app that does the AI what to put together. In Chantal's case, I generate an image based on the prompt hyper obese bald woman and then add other descriptive words. So all the images that you see on my thumbnail are AI generated. And I know some of those images can be kind of scary, but isn't it appropriate? Because following Chantal can be a bit of a horror show, and she is a living caricature of herself. So wouldn't a AI image that kind of looks the same be appropriate? So there's your answer. It's an AI image.
Um, there was one, I don't know who it was from. I think probably Yaba or something. Yeah. And because it was just stupid and immature. And then there was um, the one from about they wanted me to talk about like say something like about Bali. It wasn't like horrible, but it wasn't nice. So I was like, no, great. I think oatmeal would be great. Yeah, it does.
Imagine this one, that she's nasty to people for free on YouTube all day long. But the moment somebody says, hey, I want you to do a paid video message, I'll pay you $25 to say something negative about another person, she turns it down. Make that make sense, y'all. This one who she'll be hateful for free to just about anybody. Somebody says, hey, I'll pay you money to say something maybe not nice about another person. And she says no to that. Like I said, she works backwards.
So yes, yeah. Oh my god, she's so cute right now. Wow, baby girl, baby girl. Today's a fasting day. It's not like obligatory, but it's like, is it called Suna? I think so. They have scooters. Carbs make you hungrier. My dog was not dropping the bone before going outside, so I let him go out with it. He's probably burying it. Oh, he buries the bone. That's true. Why do dogs do that? That's so cute. Mistress, hey, how are you? How are you? What's up? What's up? Juma Mubaraka. Thank you, Juma Mubaraka. Same to you. It is Juma today. We have a lot of work to do because, like, everything that was in here, we have to organize. And I have to clean the kitchen again. Why does the kitchen get dirty every single day?
Because you're probably in it every single day. Generally, when you use the kitchen, it gets dirty.
Three things you don't miss about Canada, and three things you miss. I miss my family. I miss driving, like coffee beezes and things, and I miss Penningtons.
So she misses her freedom. She misses being able to go out and do her own thing and spend her own money. She misses her freedom. She just sat there and said, I miss going to Starbucks. I miss those trips to Burger King. I miss being able to go shopping. Well, come home and you're able to do all that stuff.
And Nashies.
Yep. Told you. Told you.
It can be hard to distinguish hunger cues and cravings. It's so true, yeah. That's why intuitive eating I find is the key because you have to reprogram.
But you don't listen, you don't know how to intuitively eat. How can you intuitively eat if your intuition is all screwed up and you have no self-control? Look, Chantal, I don't know if you went to Canada. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't know if you went to Kuwait thinking that was going to be kind of a weird version of inpatient. If you would be in another country and because of the restrictions, that would keep you away from the majority of your temptations and trying to use Salah as something to help restrict you. But in all the time that you've been in Kuwait, nothing has changed. Being away from the temptations to where you can't do them is not the same as having control over your urges and your cravings and the temptations to where you can go anywhere in the world and they won't be a problem. So you've been in Kuwait for what, over 6 months? You have no sense of self control, even after all that time spent there, which means when you come back home to Canada, the temptations are going to be in your face and you're probably going to give in to them. And I don't know if that scares you or if that concerns you, but it should because you've been going stir crazy in Kuwait, not being able to go anywhere, not being able to do anything. The moment you step off that plane, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. You won't even make it out of the airport, like I said. You're going to get off the airplane. In the airport, you're going to stop and get your Starbucks and you're going to get your Nashies. And then after you leave the airport, there are the other temptations. Go into the dispensary. Go into the outhouse. You're going to be partying for a week. You might want to be careful about that. That could be fatal. But in all the time that you've been in Kuwait, you've not established any kind of self-control over yourself. Being away from your temptations doesn't mean you've controlled your temptations. Well, we'll see what's what when you get back to Canada.
Program your brain to be used to normal hunger cues. It's so hard. They used to bury the bones in the couch. Yeah, I want to do Sims. I wonder if today I'll be too tired. Thanks, Cassie's. What about Peeps? Can you intuitively eat in Weight Watchers? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, you can. You can. Weight Watchers, they just give you a set of points and stuff like that. So, because you cook, that's why it gets dirty. Yeah, true. I do make some things every day. I do order, but I do also make things like for my other meals. I made the best salad actually, not yesterday, but the day before. Yes, Sims. My cooking tutorials. So hungry. Oh, Melly, how did it go? Do you feel better? Ah, never heard of it until now. Maybe I can sleep out the day away. No kidding. I have too much to do. Salah's still sleeping. I wonder what time you went to fall asleep at. Mistress, I'm gonna try to fast until Maghrib, which is like it's 8.
I have to wonder. She says, I'm fasting these days. Is it fasting? Or maybe you and Salah had a talk about all the takeout that you want to eat, and he just simply told you, you're not going to get takeout 3 times a day. So the way you get around that is you sleep all day so you can have takeout once a day. So you'll eat your big meal and then go directly to sleep so you can do it once a day.
It's 9 a.m. here now, so at like quarter to 7 p.m. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't want to trigger a binge, so if I feel like I'm getting too hungry, I'll probably eat. you know. craving chicken salad sandwiches now. Remember the ones from Farm Boy? Okay, let's not talk about food. Drink a lot of water until your body also can mistake hunger cues with thirst. Yeah, that's true. Take a picture of him. Try fruit salads. Just stay distracted. No, Hamburger Mania, as long as you keep them for yourself. Hi, Justine.
That would actually, is actually a good suggestion. If you're someone you got an issue with food or any other thing, distracting yourself by doing something else does help. The problem is there's nothing to distract her away from food. Nothing. She has no hobbies, no interests. She doesn't try to take her focus off of food.
Yeah. I have a grilled chicken. Bella. I love
Okay, you know what? She's kind of boring. Let's see what the people have to say about this live. Oh, hold on a minute. Let's see if there are any comments or if she deleted most of them. Uh, when I eat says, Chantal, what you and Salah are doing with the sprays is illegal. And she's not even defending it. She goes, oh, you people are bored. So she's editing the comments again because this was posted 5 hours ago and there's only 4 comments. Really? You're editing the comments, Chantal. So obvious that you are. So that's it for my react to this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully Chantal will post something a bit more entertaining. We'll see what happens with her and her skincare entrepreneur business. I'll keep you guys posted. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the flip side. Take care now. Bye-bye.